Hey there, Hope Nation. Hey there, FitLatinas, Sisters for Faith and Fitness, Fit and Furious, Transform Your Fitness, all the teams that have immersed throughout the years. It's exciting to announce our team that way. We have so many families being created, coach families being created within our team. The umbrella company is Hope Nation, so welcome. We like to say, or Ray says it all the time, that Tuesdays are indeed one of the favorite times of the week or favorite days of the week because we get to spend it with you guys. You know, one of the things that we value within our team is a relationship building, and it is the fact that we truly are a family. And every time you hop on to one of our Tuesday evening calls is an opportunity to see just how different we all are, yet how we all come together with common core values and things that we cherish and honor. So good evening, whether you are joining us live or watching the recording. We invite you to join us. If you are watching the recording, we invite you to join us next time live at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Today we have quite a treat for you, Hope Nation. We have one of our most veteran coaches leading the call tonight, which I am excited to introduce. Before I do, I'm going to just go through some general announcements and housekeeping, and then I'm going to hand the mic over to Coach Yvette. So first off, we are in September, October, November, December. We're about 3.5 months away from the end of 2016, and it has been an incredible year. August was a great time of relationship and team building with our Team Cup. We had plenty of coaches that put some numbers on the board. And what does numbers on the board mean? It means lives transform. When there is a transaction, when we put these products into somebody's hand, then we take the bridge off of us and their health. And they truly learn just how life transforming these products can be when put them to use. This month, those challenge packs that we are working hard to place in the hands of people so that they can experience this life transformation. We have various products that are on sale this month. We have Size, 21 Day Fix, PIO, 22 Hardcore, Country Heat, our newest program. We also have Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, 21 Day Fix, a 3-day refresh. All of these challenge packs are on sale for $140, and it's a perfect time to leverage them. We all know how great of an insane deal challenge packs are. Aside from that, the 3-day yoga retreat has launched, and there has been a lot of interest on that. So spread the word, get the word out that we have a new yoga program, and it is exclusive to Beachbody On Demand. And then later, we have launched our health bet. We know how that works. 5 Shakeologies logged in every week with a picture. You don't have to be in the picture. You can, of course, right? But as long as you post a picture of your Shakeology as you input your Shakeology, that sounds kind of redundant, huh? into the Challenge Tracker app, you will qualify along with your workout. If you input your workout 3 times out of the week, then you do that for 4 weeks in a row, and you will receive a check at the end of the week. I mean, as coaches, we already receive payment for sharing the products, and now they're paying you even more on top of that paycheck to help people. So aside from that, then we also have Core de Force. The sneak peek is coming out on the 22nd, so you can create some momentum and start planning around that sneak peek. Maybe you can have a 3-day free group, or get some creative ideas. Maybe you can do an online fit club. I know Shell, she led an online fit club where in the morning they just bunch of people just joined her and they worked out together. So that's an idea for Core de Force. That's it for today. Oh yeah, the Success Club prize for this month is a free yoga mat. So qualify for Success Club 5 and you will earn yourself a nice little yoga prize. All right, coaches, that's it for announcement. That's it for me. And now I have the honor to hand it over to Miss Yvette. Like I mentioned, Yvette is one of our most veteran coaches. She has been with us and through the ups and downs and all arounds and what do we do next and what does this even mean? All those times from the very beginning. And one of the things that I have watched her grow in is embracing her true self. And, you know, the beautiful thing about the transformations that we have within Beachbody is that it goes beyond the physical. It truly is an inner outer transformation. And that is something that is very well illustrated and reflected on through Yvette's lifestyle and her growth as a coach. So Ray doesn't like me saying without further ado, so I won't say it, but I did. But I'll hand the mic over to Yvette so that she can wow you with her presentation. All right, Yvette, go for it, ma'am.
Okay, how is the voice?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So when you guys say veterans, it's funny, but it's true. I was one of Steph's first few, possibly her second coach after her sister Elizabeth. And we can go ahead and age me. I received a Shakeology packet in a Ziploc baggie with a little note inside that says, "This is Shakeology, it's not drugs." Okay, so anyway, so I joined as a Beachbody coach in April 6th of 2011. That's when I became a coach. I had been drinking Shakeology for probably a month or two beforehand. And then after I became a coach, then came P90X and all that kind of stuff. But overall, I started in 2011 when I was 26 years old before I met my husband. Now, growing up, a little bit about me, I am a first-generation Mexican-American college student. I don't know if I should say Mexican. My parents are Mexican. I'm American. I'm from here, born and raised. I grew up quiet. I grew up shy. My mom's best friend, my dad's little boy. Seriously, for like 7 years, my dad treated me like a little boy. We would wrestle. He'd show me bugs. I'm not scared of touching snakes, frogs, lizards. I'll catch a spider for you. So I was his tomboy. I was a very good student. My mom would have to yank books away from me when I was in bed. It would first start off with, she'd turn off the light. I'd get my flashlight. She'd take away my flashlight. I'd be reading my book. She'd take away my book. So that was me. I like books. And overall, I was pretty sheltered as a kid. Like, I could not go to my front door neighbor's house for more than 10 minutes without my mom calling me to come home. So I was very protected, very sheltered. Then came high school and I started to come out of my shell. I started to find out who I was, and I was free-spirited, and I was easygoing and fun-loving, and I've always been just like my mom, always putting other people first, always caring and taking care of other people. But there was one aspect that I just couldn't be me, and that was because I was controlled by an ex-boyfriend of mine. I was always told to be more serious and to stop being so silly, especially if we were around his friends or his family. So I couldn't be my goofball self. If you guys know me and you guys follow me and you have me on Facebook, I'm a goofball along with my husband. We're just silly and funny, and you might think we're just freaking dorks. But that's just who I am. Fast forward to today, my husband and I, we get to have fun and just be silly together. And I enjoy that so much, that I can be myself around him, around my parents, around my friends. My close friends know exactly who I am. My friends that are just a little bit on the outside circle, they don't know the silly me. So how did I get to this? How do you become truer than true? First and foremost, I need you to understand that it's okay to reach out for help. Whether it's a question that needs to be answered, or you're feeling a lack of inspiration, motivation, drive, or just even knowing who you are because you feel lost. Also, if you're feeling depressed or overwhelmed, I need you to know that it's okay to reach out. And here's a about me that many people don't know. I've had to go to therapy to love myself again. That's because I was put down by my ex-boyfriend. My confidence was low. I also was always told that you're nothing without me. And that put on me a whole bunch of guilt and worthlessness and hatred to myself and to my body. So I had to go to therapy. And I went to therapy for a couple of months until I started realizing, look, the mistakes that I made in the past, they weren't just me. They were myself and the person I was with. And that I had a lot of value in me. I was very worthy. I was very worthy of loving myself, not only of somebody else loving me, but also loving myself. So I want you guys to understand that we are here as a family to help you not only in the coaching world, but also in your personal world. I want you guys to know that it's okay to reach out whenever you're feeling lost, overwhelmed, lack of inspiration, lack of drive, anything. Just make sure that you reach out. That's first and foremost. How are other ways that you can reach out, not only to either a friend or a therapist, but also being introspective, reflecting on what happens to you on a daily, day-to-day life, reflecting on what happens with a new customer or a coach that you're just bringing on. Maybe your words didn't flow very well. Okay, well, reflect on it. How can you improve upon that? Also, self-development. That's one of our 4 vital behaviors. Self-development, invest in yourself. Ask us, what's your favorite book? So far, my favorite book has been The Happiness Advantage, because whenever I would wish on a birthday cake or on a shooting star or on a twinkling thing, my wish is always, I just want to be happy. And that's what I hope and pray for anybody. I don't care for specifics. I just want to feel deep inside that I'm happy. I just want to feel happy. So reflect, be introspective, self-development, meditate, go to therapy if you need to. Journaling is another great way to look back on where you were and look back at where you are right now, and reflect on how far you've come, or even, yes, how far back, as in backwards, you've gone in order to help yourself improve. Get yourself a glass of wine and some friends. That's another good one. And also, if you are religious, or if you are spiritual, seek God. Go to church, find a group, and just let that emotion fill you. I haven't gone to church in quite some time, but when I did, it just felt like your cup was filling up, like whatever void that you felt was just filling up. So whatever works for you, find it and do it every once in a while. Do it every day if you need to. Secondly, I love this quote that Steph put on one of her FitLatina things, is you were put on this earth with a unique gift that nobody else has or ever will possess. I love that, because as a teacher, not all kids are brilliant. They're not. And not all teachers are perfect. They're not. But there is something about them that they will have, or they are capable of, that no other kid will be. I got the unstable message again. Okay, so be yourself. Don't be afraid to hide who you really are. When I say be yourself, I don't mean fake it. I don't mean, oh, it's the latest trend to wear your hair with a bandana, and you're like, okay, I'll try it. Just because you want to try it, just because you want to stay up to date and hip. So if you're not one of those people that are into the fashion trends, if you're not into the latest fads, if you're not into wearing makeup, I just took a shower, I don't have makeup. Most people would be like, oh my God, I'm going to be in front of a camera, I need to wear some makeup. It's not me. So if you're not that type of person, then don't do it. Just be yourself. Remember that people don't care about the perfect. They don't connect with the perfect. So I want you to just be yourself. So me, who am I? I am a thrifty shopper. I am a fur mommy. I am a tomboy. Like I said, I will touch reptiles and catch bugs for you. I am a silly goof. I have a interesting sense of humor and an interesting vocabulary, which a lot of that has to stay up here because I'm a teacher and I can't post that. So there's one more quote that I found that some people misinterpret it. They think it's Dr. Seuss, but it's really not. It says, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. And that came from, I think it was, I'm not sure what president it was or what cabinet leader it was, but they were pretty much trying to figure out seating for some event. And it's true. Those that matter don't mind. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. So just think about who are you going to have sitting at your table. I'm pretty sure you're going to want people that are close to you, that accept you. You're not going to have somebody who's just a poser sitting there just because they like you because you have the newest pair of shoes. They're the people that really know you in a deeper level. They're the people that you want to have sitting there at your table. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. So make sure it's key to not present perfection. If you hiccup, if you falter, if you fail forward. Don't hide it. I never hide that I fail. I have gone on trips, and most people, when they go on trips, they eat their salads and they try to behave with their diet. I don't. I have posted that I've eaten XYZ on our trips. So just be yourself and honestly enjoy life. People want to see that from you. They don't want to see perfected. They want to see a true person, somebody that they connect with, somebody that enjoys traveling and eating something interesting, and obviously not the healthiest, but it's an experience, and they want to see your experiences, your true experiences. So please remember to just be yourself. And while we're on the topic of being yourself, there's one big one that I've made the mistake of doing, and I still do it sometimes, and I have to clean out my newsfeed. One that I'm talking about. Don't follow top 10 coaches, Success Club All-Stars, elite coaches, just to copy what they do. Don't do that, because you're going to lose yourself in what they post. Yes, you can model their behaviors, model the 4 vital behaviors, find those 4 vital behaviors in what they post, model it. Don't copy it. Because when you're copying it, it's just copy paste. That is number one. If something of their stuff is copyrighted, well, guess what? You just committed copyright infringement. If something that they post that you didn't even ask permission for it, well, there you go. You're stepping on somebody's toes. Be yourself. Be truthful. Change it into words that you would speak. If somebody that you follow has this up here vocabulary, words that you never say, why in the world would you copy it if that's something you would never say? So be careful who you follow, model their behaviors, take in what they do, adjust it, make it your own. And yes, an Aggie does not lie, cheat, or steal, but they do borrow, share, and collaborate. My husband taught me that. I never knew that one. So don't follow to copy, but please do follow to study them, to model their 4 vital behaviors, adjust their wording, talk like you would talk, and also be true to your goals, be true to your own life, and be true to yourself. Third, but probably most importantly, is know yourself. Okay? When we're in our early 20s, when we're in our teens, we think we're all that. We think we know everything. Well, you really don't. You don't start really realizing who you are until you're in your late 20s. But in this world, in our coaching world, we need to know who we are, as in our leadership qualities. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses? What pushes our buttons? Who pushes your buttons? I'm pretty sure you guys know who pushes your buttons. Mine, my mom. My mom can really push my buttons. So know yourself, know your leadership skills, know your strengths and your weaknesses. Know if you're introverted, if you're extroverted. So I will post these 3 tests that we have done as a team. I will post these 3 tests that will help you. One is the Jung typology test, and that one will help you to find out if you're an extrovert, an introvert, if you go with your senses or your intuition, and finally, if you are a thinker or if you are a feeler. That's the one test. Another one is your color personality test. That one will help you identify what you do and why you do it, and also what makes you tick, like what irritates the bejesus out of you. And lastly is one that's important for relationships. And what do we do as coaches? We build relationships with others. So this one's a pretty good one. Your love language test. There's 5 love languages. There's, I didn't write these down, but there's like gift giving, quality time, words of affirmation. Know your love language in order to be able to help others. And also, hey, you get to connect better with your partner. You get to connect better with your coaches. You get to connect better with yourself because you know what you want. And you can actually speak out and say, hey, this is what makes me happy. Could you do that a little bit more? I'd really appreciate that. Tell that to your husband, tell that to your boyfriend. Knowing that about you will help you build a better relationship with not only your spouse, but also your coaches. So I will post those 3 tests after on this link. So let me see what else. So remember to share your strengths, but also share your weaknesses. People, remember, do not connect with perfection. So share your weaknesses and how you intend to improve upon them. Don't just say, oh gosh, I can never stick to a workout plan. Okay, how are you going to do it? How are you going to stick to a workout plan? What are your steps? I'm going to put myself an alarm clock in the morning. I'm going to put my workout program right there next to my wall. I am going to put my shoes on the side of the bed with all my workout gear ready to go for the morning. What are you going to do in order to get your weakness, turn your weakness into a strength? Okay. So in recap, and sorry if I've spoken too quickly, that's what kind of happens when I'm a little nervous. So to recap, make sure you reach out for help and guidance. Be yourself. Don't put a perfection front up. Study success. Do not copy it. Find out who you are on a deeper level with those 3 tests, and also self-development. Remember again, share your strengths and improve upon your weaknesses for the sake of leaving this world a better place. And I'm done.
All right. Thank you so much, Yvette. Like, there's so many things that you said, and particularly, something that I highly agree on that I really like that you said was, in studying coaches, like there's so many different coaches out there and everyone is unique in their own way. But really studying success, right? Because success leaves clues. However, like studying it versus copying and that, first and foremost, really finding yourself helps you learn how to study it versus copy it, right? And so those tests that she mentioned, I highly, highly recommend them. Something I used to be so against personality tests. I would say, like, how is a test going to define me? Everyone's different. And sure enough, I took a test and that test said, your personality will say something along the lines of, personality test will not describe me, I'm like, all right, you got me, personality test. You got me, touche. But really self-discovery, and that is something, and if you strip down everything that coaching is, at the very core is self-discovery, but being intentional about your self-discovery, and that is something that Yvette has been very intentional with and about through time, and you've seen it in her posts and her development and her growth as not only as a coach, but as a person, as a wife, as a daughter. And so that is something that, we ask all of you on the call and on the recording to take all these steps to heart, to really be intentional about your personal development. Immersion in personal development develops and creates this massive mental shift that has the potential to completely change your life. You see life, you see the world from a completely different lens. And it's a reason why it's one of the 4 vital behaviors. It's, yes, you're a product of the product that encompasses the body, and then the personal development encompasses the mind. So take these steps that she recommended to heart. Really understand that the way to lead your business is by embracing your true self. There's something that you have to offer that is unique to you, and the world needs to see it. The world needs to hear your story. So embrace that is truer than true. Take these steps that she recommended, these I wouldn't say they were steps, these characteristics, what would you say they are, Yvette? Recommendations,
suggestions, mile stepping stones.
Yeah, to heart, and really just embrace you. Okay, your vibe will ultimately attract your tribe, right? You're going to attract people that get you, that know you, that like you, that trust you, and they say, whatever you have to offer, I trust you. I trust that your transparency and that you are genuine in your posts and in your life. And I want to join you. I want to join what you're doing. So thank you so much, Yvette. You had some great takeaways. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Just kudos to you for taking this time in your evening to work on some training with us and join us live. I hope that everyone has had a great Tuesday. I was going to say Wednesday. And all you teachers, double up on that Shakeology, because germs are in the air. So you make sure you double up on Shakeology. Everyone else, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Catch you on our next team training Tuesday at 8 p.m. And if y'all have any questions for Yvette, feel free to reach out. I'm sure she will be happy to answer them. Have a great evening. I'll stop.